Hello everybody, it's me, Charm the Shadox, and I'm here with my good friend Puro. You guys might remember me receiving this, the Changed Lubber manga, a few months back. I even did a video when it arrived, link in description. However, it was never my intention to just do a simple unboxing video on this manga and move on. I had larger plans at work for this. Now this is a collaborative manga, helmed by the artist Magic Box, but involving other artists as well. This is actually from Japan, and is a Japanese manga, thus, it's not in English. So, I set out to translate this. I hooked up with a good friend of mine named Alex the Charmander, who is Japanese-American and knows both languages pretty fluently. So, I went out and got the manga scanned so me and Alex could work together on it. We toiled away for quite a few hours and quite a few days, but we eventually finished the whole thing. The reason I've taken so long to share this translation is because there was still one hurdle I had to overcome, and that was getting Magic Box's permission. Magic responded quite quickly and quite kindly to my email, in fact. They were entirely fine with the idea, under one stipulation: they wanted it privately shared to them first. This was absolutely fair, but it meant that I couldn't stream this translation. It would have to be done as a proper edited video, outside of my streaming schedule. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice to say, it was hard to slot time to make this video. Sorry about that, and sorry it took so long to get back to you, Magic Box. A lot of work was put into this, and I even sacrificed the spine of my manga to get it scanned properly. As a disclaimer, I'm not a master scanner or a master translator, so it's likely neither are perfect. Still, I hope you enjoy this translated reading of the Changed Lubber manga. Naturally, the manga begins with this cover. It is a full spread image across the front and back, and it shows us Puro happily carrying a somewhat nervous looking Colin down a ventilation hallway. There is a single word to translate here: anthology. Calling this a changed anthology makes perfect sense, seeing as this is a compilation of works from several different artists. As a side note, I believe lubber to be a clever mix of the words rubber and lover, though that's just my own theory. The first page inside greets us with Dr. K, who introduces the manga. Now remember, this is a Japanese manga, which means we'll be reading from right to left.
Oh, a visitor. This is a rarity. Are you here to watch? Since you went to the trouble of coming here, take your time.
On the next page, Dr. K's clipboard shows us the index. We can see the names of each of the 7 artists that worked on this project, and what pages we can find their contributions on. In order, we have Magic Box, Yoyo, Ziube, Lycaon, Yubird, Ritaske, and Shigaichi Igaya. Sorry about any of those pronunciations, guys. At the end of the list, there is also an afterword from each of the artists. At the very end is the imprint, or the copyright and publishing information. But without any further delay, let's get into the first story.
Squid Dog Days by Magic Box. This is some kind of facility. When I came to, I was here. I don't know where I am. I don't even know who I am. All that I know is, this body is terribly inconvenient. I don't know how to explain it, but for some reason, when I look at that creature, for some reason, I wanted to merge with it. This creature, it seems to be human. Upon merging, I realized this body feels very freeing. Yeah, it might be good to take a little walk like this. genius.
The second artist, Yoyo, did not submit a traditional comic. Instead, they contributed these two full-page images. One shows us a very shiny shark latex. The other is a group image of True Ending Colin, Puro, and Dr. K.
Pearl's delicious fruit. Human will be happy. Huh? What's wrong? Something happened. Human! Take this, and this, and some of this! Let's have Doctor restore you to normal. Damn black goo beast. If it sounds good, let's take this shortcut. Though Human looks just like me. I feel sorry for Human, but I also feel a sense of kinship. In other words, this is basically a happy feeling. What's wrong? Human, why? I'm sorry. I didn't notice, Human. Is something the matter, Human? Alright, we should hurry on ahead, Human. I say as these enemies show up... Leave this to Puro! Human, please hide behind me! Hi-ya! Get away from Human! I'll show you! And you! Human! Puro did his best! Human? Human! Why?
I was wondering what all the noise was, and I see something unfortunate has happened. Black One, you two. Come along. I'll give you treatment to return you to normal. You should wait elsewhere.
Human... Human? Are you alright? Thank goodness. You're back to normal. That look really does suit you best, Human. Come over here. The breeze feels great, Human.
Changed 4-panel mini-comics by Yubird. Muscle.
What are you doing? Muscle training, according to some excellent humans. If by any chance there are no more excellent hosts, I want to obtain an excellent body. Does a body with no internal organs have any muscle to train?
Puro said with eager anticipation, sporting a blissfully unaware smile. The human, knowing the answer, said nothing. Fell asleep.
Human, just leave this to me. You beast, I'll teach you a lesson.
1 hour later. Siege.
Nowhere to escape. In that case... Human, you go on ahead.
Excavation.
After overcoming numerous difficulties, the two of us managed to get out into the outside world. I spent the next few days trying to follow humanity's past in a city transformed into a mountain of debris. Of course, it was no easy task, but... this book is also burned. Huh. Human! I found a book which is still okay. Really? Could this be proof that the outside humans were also studying us beasts?
Because of innocence. Believing it to be an academic book, and shaking off the human's objections, he opened up the doujinshi.
But why is this human immediately engaging in reproductive activities right after becoming a beast? That wasn't for you, human. The impulse of wanting to breed like this. No, there really wasn't anything like that, okay? According to this book, these impulses seem to strengthen over time. I'm begging you, please stop. Human!
Much like Yoyo, the artist Ritaske elected to submit a full-page image for this anthology, rather than a comic. The scene here is a bit curious. We have Puro carrying Colin, similar to the manga's cover. However, this depiction appears less jovial. Colin looks quite sick, with some sort of gash or scar on his chest. Puro is also covered in what appears to be white latex goop. Perhaps a fight of some sort broke out. At the end of the Changed Lubber manga is the Afterword. Here, all of the artists involved with the project share their thoughts on it, and any concluding comments they might have. I'll be reading out every entry in my normal, neutral voice, since these are words from real people. Yoyo writes, "Thank you for inviting me to the Changed Joint magazine. As someone who loves sticky liquid, I became very attracted and addicted to the game's main focus, the GUTF. My drive for this game is deep under the surface, much like the water latex. I'd love to thank you all very much." Ziube writes, "Nice to meet you. I'm the guy who drew the Shark TF. This is the first time I've done a doujinshi since I started drawing. I felt it was worth it, so I drew the first page for starters. I wanted to take on the challenge of expressing the attractiveness of Changed in a manga format. As a result, the workflow became a thing of wanting it and lamenting it. Wide eyes. Well, somehow I managed to pack in my own fetish. I hope you enjoyed it." Lycaon writes, "This Afterword is being written right before the last-minute deadline. I got out of my bath and hurriedly wrote this. Working off the Changed English edition translation, I tried my best to translate Puro's speech into Japanese. The doctor barely spoke, and Human didn't talk, so I wondered if Puro's human would be annoying. I'm full of worries, but if you are reading this, then it's already published, and my worries can be transferred away. I think this is a special book. I feel very happy to participate in such a book. Thank you very much for reading. From now on, I, Lycaon, will aim for my deadlines." A side note. I thought about Puro merging with Human, but after the TF, Human would grow taller. Puro would look up at Human, and it would be Lycaon.
Human.
Yubird writes, "I'm Yubird. Thank you very much, buyer. I drew a small comic and 4 mini-comics. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it." Ritaske writes, "Thank you so much for inviting me to this event. It was my first time playing this type of game, so I struggled a lot. I was really terrified whenever an enemy would suddenly come out. When you hugged Puro, did you not think, 'Marry me'? I thought that." Shigaichi Igaya writes, "This is a bit personal, but while trying to finish my manga, I got busted by my brother." Finally, Magic Box writes, "Hello, pleased to meet you. I am Magic Box. First, thank you so much for getting your hands on this book. This book is themed after the game Changed, which was released on Steam this April. Myself, I had no interest in the UTF genre before this point, so when I tried out the game, I didn't expect much. But it was slippery, also slippery, and I was dragged into the swamp. This definitely has to be released as a doujinshi. After about 5 months, we were finally able to release it. I was so happy. And we got a few guests to participate in this. Thank you very much. There are a lot of things I want to talk about, but all these words are probably hurting your eyes, so one last thing. You, who is currently reading, if you haven't bought Changed, you should buy it right away." And with that, the manga ends. Welcome to the ending segment. This is just a section of the video at the end where I can talk about whatever, and I'll talk off script, so you're going to hear me ramble, and it's going to be great. Feel free to stick around. I mean, I actually do have some interesting updates. Some behind-the-scenes stuff, too, I guess you could say. So, this video took way too long to actually get done. I think I started this project like a year and 3 months ago, and I put a lot of work into it, and then just kind of procrastinated / got too busy with streaming / definitely procrastinated. But I dialed back, I pushed back, and actually got back to work. Actually, crunch timed it really hard. I think 26 hours or so have been worked on in the last 3 days. I am really tired. And the reason I did this is I'm about to move to a brand new computer, and it's amazing. It's so much better than what I currently have. But this project was a mess and all over the place on my existing computer here. There was no way this project could be moved over to the new computer. So it was a case of either finish it or abandon it. And I'm pretty sure nobody wanted me to abandon this, and I didn't want to abandon this. I already put a lot of work into it. So, yep, I just fired forward and finished this up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not really great at video editing. Well, I'm actually pretty competent. Well, you guys can be the judge. You just watch the video. But I don't really like doing it. It's really slow, arduous. It's kind of a thankless task. It's like, hey, I have 3 minutes of footage. How long did that take me to edit? Oh, you know, like 5 hours. Like, okay. You know, so yeah, even though this video is only 20 minutes long this had a lot of hours put into it. But hey, I think it paid off, and I think it came out pretty awesome. I hope you guys agree with that. Of course, I have to thank Magic Box and the rest of the artists that worked on this, especially Magic Box for giving me permission to put up this video. Like, seriously, that was pretty awesome. This whole project wouldn't have been possible without them and their work, and of course, wouldn't have been possible without Alex the Charmander, my Japanese-American friend who helped me translate everything. This was a true labor of love, and I really hope this video does well, because it really kind of needs to like make up for all the work I put into it. But yeah, aside from that, well, I don't know, like, subscribe, support, leave a comment, tell me what your favorite thing in the video was, tell me what kind of, you know, editing you liked, or what particular, you know, part of the anthology you enjoyed the most. Tell me what you like. I like getting comments, and yeah, so do it. But yes, also feel free to come by my Twitch and my Discord if you want. I stream like 3 times a week, except for not right now because this is a hiatus week because I am actually setting up a computer. But we'll be back next week with all that stuff. Please come by. It's awesome. It's a great way to support me if you watch my Twitch, because that I'm trying to get partner there, and it's just going to be awesome if we do. So, yeah, I think I've run out of things to say. You guys have a great night, day, morning, afternoon, second breakfast, what? I don't know, whatever time it is. You guys have a great one. See you later.